Let's see, I do have an update on the Google Guaranteed ads. Results have been kind of hit or miss. We've done it for a handful of clients now, and sometimes it works really well, but like 1 month to another, it's very inconsistent, which I don't like. Consistency is really important. One client, we had like 10 spam calls in 1 month, and that was all the calls. They were all spam. It was like weird. And then we made a couple small adjustments, like nothing major. And the next month, like no spam, only good calls. So it's like, what is going on here? But I have a client in Florida. He does flooring, and he's been absolutely crushing it on Google Guaranteed ads. I forget how much he was spending, but it was only like $1,000 or $2,000 a month. But he had closed like 8 jobs or something like that. And you know, we've been doing organic marketing for him. We did Google ads before. And so for him to find something that's really just working really well is awesome to see. And that's a perfect example of what we were talking about earlier, is like, sometimes you just gotta try a few things and measure the results. And when you find something that really works, then you just do as much of that as you can. I've got another client who's doing Facebook ads. He's a HVAC guy. And he took kind of a unique approach that I hadn't seen or done before, but he ran some ads with a video that says something about how, you know, don't bother getting quotes from people who are trying to inflate the prices and charge you tons of money. Like, you know, just use our online tool that will tell you how much the prices are up front. And it's basically a lead form. And at the end, they get to see the price depending on the options that they chose. And he said he's closed like 4 jobs in the first month from it. And we had just run Facebook ads with him, and I don't think he closed any of those jobs. He put a few quotes out, but he didn't get any of them. So he flipped it over and he tried something completely different. And that whole angle, the offer of not having to do in-home estimates with people trying to sell you stuff and just getting the price immediately, that's really working for him. I wanted to share that news because other people might be able to do the same thing. So this person was asking about Angie leads. He said, so they charge you for every lead sent regardless if you actually make contact, correct? And that is correct. At the point where you're buying somebody's contact information, that's when you pay for it. If you're not able to reach people, you can dispute those leads, but I think they have a limit. I don't remember what it is. It might be like 4 a week or 4 a month or something like that. Eventually you lose the ability to refuse. He said that he bought 5 leads and was only able to contact 1 of them. And that reminds me of a short video I made recently where I basically told people, like, when leads come in, you need to call them right away, text them, email, call, and just keep after them until you get a hold of somebody. And just have a process. The number used to be, on average, you needed to contact somebody 7 times to get a hold of them. That was like across all industries, like the statistic. It's now 8, so it went up. And that makes sense because people are constantly being exposed to more and more stuff. I've had people fill out lead forms and stuff, and then the very next day they don't remember doing it. It happens all the time. So you know, if you're buying leads, you need to wring out the towel. You need to make sure that you've done everything you possibly could to reach these people and to sell them, or, you know, whatever, in order for you to accurately justify that as feedback. Because if you only call a lead 1 time and then you just count that as a bad lead, it might have been a good lead had you called 4 times.
These companies actually pay people to create fake leads.
I don't know if I believe that they do it directly, but I call them lead reselling companies because that's what they do. They buy leads from third parties and then they sell them to their customers. And so the people that they're buying leads from are certainly incentivized to create fake leads. You know, I don't know what systems they have in place to combat that, but I don't know how you can really combat that. You can fight some of it, but some fake leads are gonna get through. But if you just go to like Angie Lead's website, like if I type in like kitchen remodel near me, like Angie Leads will probably be up here somewhere. Here they are. Top 10 kitchen remodeling companies near me. And it asks me, oh, find pros. Okay, so I type in my zip code, click on find pros. And now I'm in a contact, or I'm in a form. It's like compare quotes from top rated kitchen remodelers. So I go through, I put in my zip code, I tell them a little bit about like what I'm thinking about. And by the time I finish this form, my information is being sold to a bunch of people. So nowhere on here does it say like, once you finish this form, you're gonna get calls from a bunch of people. It says compare quotes. Like it's not immediately clear like what's going on. So a lot of people fill out these forms and they don't know exactly what they're doing. And then they get a bunch of calls and they either don't answer or they get upset. Like I hear that all the time.